Please, no comments about my yoga mat. It's way too old. I really need to buy a new one. Always at the start of my workout, I have to do this really awkward hip circle thing because I injured my hip a few years ago at the gym, which makes me sound like an old woman. But I have to click my hip like this before. But anyway, so today I was doing one of Liv's classes from LivinLeggins, this mobility flow to side curl. I don't have a specific workout split in my week, but I am planning to do my yoga teacher training this year. If only COVID makes it possible, please, please, please. I really want to do it this year. That's why I'm trying to keep my yoga practice pretty consistent. I'm aiming to do 3 hours a week. And in addition to yoga, I usually do 2 weightlifting sessions at least. One of them is usually focused more on legs and the other one on upper body. And then the third workout is whatever I fancy, to be honest. Sometimes it's like whole body weightlifting, CrossFit style, it could be running. I mean, this year I have run once, so I'm not really a runner, but you know, whatever I fancy. And I always have at least one rest day in my week. It's pretty useless to work out hard and then not let your body recover, you know? That said, working out and like generally moving my body is a huge priority in my life. I feel like as humans we think way too much. Like over half of my thoughts I would be better off not having, and movement really makes me not think. Only focus in the moment and center myself into now, and that's something that I really love. I used to do bouldering pretty consistently, like once a week, but then COVID came and surprise, everything closed down, and I really didn't go back bouldering when the gyms opened up again. So this was my first bouldering session in like 6 months, so I was feeling pretty rusty. But it was still fun. I do have this thing that I've always been and always told to be, that I'm talented in sport. So when I'm not perfect at a sport immediately, I can get pretty frustrated, which happens a lot in bouldering because I don't have a lot of pull strength. Yeah, I have a lot to learn. So here Matti was just showing off.
No on nyt tässä niin helpon näköistä. Struggle.
So because on Saturday I had a few drinks with friends, on Sunday I didn't feel my best, so I spent most of the day relaxing, eating chips, watching YouTube, you know, living the life. I did go to the gym to stretch out for honestly 15 minutes and then I went to sauna. That's the only reason that I got up. But on Monday I was feeling full of energy again, so it was time for another Liv's classes, a Grow Flow. This was a pretty challenging class, but I had so much fun. Liv is hands down my favorite yoga teacher. She has the most creative flows that I have ever done online or in real life. She's also really straightforward and gives amazing cues, so I honestly almost never watch the screen. I only need her voice to guide me. I can't really put it into words how much I love yoga. It's something that really improves my life. It definitely teaches me things that I take off the mat as well. I do find yoga also super motivating because you can always learn more, you can always get better. Yoga is not just the asana practice, which is like the physical movements you do, and yoga is not about like being perfect about everything, but nonetheless it's like an amazing feeling when you finally nail an arm balance or get better at a back bend that you've been really practicing. Okay, happy Tuesday and welcome to the first weightlifting session of this video. Before leg day, I always make sure to warm up my ankles, my hips, my knees. I usually do a warm up with jump rope, and at this point I think it's useful to point out, or I should have said this earlier to be honest, that I'm not a personal trainer. I am not in any way an athlete. I have done sports all my life. I did swimming, I think about 8 years, athletics as well. I also, after that, I did a few martial arts. So I do have some kind of knowledge, I guess, from my coaches who are like professionals. But still, obviously, my form and my technique is not perfect at all. But I'm trying to improve. So yeah, just keep that in mind and let's get to the workout. So the first exercise I did was pull squat. During the pulls, your muscles will be more time under tension, which makes it a really intense move. I didn't feel 100% motivated today, but I still pushed through. And good music really helps with that. Then I moved on to a horrible superset. So this superset consisted of 10 lunges. And then we are going straight to these scissor jump things, which are honestly so hard after you have just done lunges with weight. And then to another superset we go. This is the best superset you will ever do for your glutes. I do 10 pause hip thrusts and then go straight to the band abductions, which is the most painful thing you can do for your glutes. Here I'm leaning forward, but also sometimes I lean back, and I also kind of experiment with the angle where my toes are pointing. That can kind of really affect where you feel the burn. And then the last exercise was just these box step downs. It's not really a step down because I'm trying to control the movement the whole way as much as possible. A great move for pistol squat strength as well. I always make sure to stretch out after a workout. Here I was trying a yoga thing that I saw from Instagram and I could do it and I was pretty glad about it. So it's upper body day. I always start my warm-up with these shoulder flossings. My shoulders are pretty open this way, but at the same time I have never been able to do the cow face arms, so I don't know like what's up with that. I have a kind of a love and hate relationship with upper body day. I do like how much strength I have in my upper body. I think it stems from my swimming days, but I really hate pull-ups, as you will see soon. So here I'm just making sure that my wrists and shoulders are nice and warmed up. Okay, so pull-ups, my nemesis. My technique is really bad. I acknowledge that and I do need to work on it a lot to improve my pull-ups. I was able to do 9 pull-ups 2 years ago, but now I can do 5. So I am so frustrated. But yeah, I'm just really working to get the reps up. So I use these jump variations to get my strength up. But yeah, I just don't enjoy pull-ups, to be honest. One move that I actually do really love is push-ups. So here I was doing tempo push-ups, which basically means that I'm trying to do it as fast as I can. So first set I did 15 as fast as I can, and then 12 and then 10. I actually thought that my push-up technique was better, but then I saw this video and my abs are not as engaged as they should be, and also I feel like my butt is a bit too high, so that's just something to keep in mind. But yes, then we are back to supersets. So in this very flattering angle, I did 10 TRX pulls and then went straight to handstand side taps, I call them. This move really challenges my abs and shoulders and balance at the same time. In upper body days, I always make sure to include abs as well. So here I just did this superset 2 times. I did a max time L hold, which is so challenging for your core and your hip flexors. And these band kicks are amazing. This really makes your abs burn. At the end of my upper body workouts, I've been recently enjoying to do boxing again. I do find it really empowering and really stress relieving to just give your all, just hit as hard as you can. This boxing session honestly takes everything out of me. So on Thursday I did, surprise surprise, leaves class again. This was a really relaxing yoga, which was great after the intense weightlifting sessions that I had. There's something really special to do relaxing yoga at night, like just have some fairy lights on, a salt lamp maybe, candles, like I don't know, just get into the mood, and it's so relaxing for your body and your mind.